Pascal Siakam won Most Improved, and this is what happened. I went back and read the comments from when Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player of the Year. Renaissance Man 518 says, not to mention he's won D-League ring and Finals MVP. Quite the interesting resume. Props. He's a beast. OJ Mayo scat video says, I don't know what that name means, but it doesn't sound great. We are all witnesses. Deleted comment says, we the witness. Notoriously dishonest. Let's see if their comment is honest or not. Says Orlando, Indiana, Portland, Washington, and Phoenix have won 19 of the 31 awards. Someone fact check him. That might be a significant contributing factor. A sentient grape. What a name, says, I'd also guess that the formula for creating championship team is exact opposite for what you create for Most Improved Player. For Most Improved Player, you need to create opportunities for a player that hasn't had his coming out yet, trying to read above my head, and there just isn't enough minutes or possessions for him on a championship caliber team. And that's fair. Like when you're on a championship team, it is hard to become a Most Improved Player candidate. One of the most recent people to actually do that was Jordan Poole. And funny enough, his teammate Jonathan Kuminga, ironically the same team, happened to be a candidate, but he didn't play the 65-game minimum, so he couldn't be an actual candidate. But had he played the minimum, he would have gotten some votes. But this guy is kind of correct. On a championship team, that doesn't usually happen. Like Jordan Poole, he didn't win. He was like the runner-up or whatever. But having that kind of breakout on a team that is contending is not usual, unless I'm like forgetting who won all the awards. Although Pascal Siakam won and he won a ring, so maybe they are not correct. The Unknown 98 says, isn't he also the first Raptor to win Most Improved Player? Car of Doom 123 says, yep. Freshwater Beach, oh, good name, says, isn't he also the first Raptor to win the championship? V-Dub Rub says, unbelievable journey. Mr. Bataku says, Spurs insisted on Siakam in the Kawhi trade, but Raptors were having none of it. And good thing they did not trade Siakam, because not only look at what he's become now, obviously he's not on the Raptors anymore, but like he was a key part of their championship team and their roster since, he basically came into his own. Dat Jazz says, minus Siakam, the Raptors would definitely not be champions. Deja Vu, not reading the last part of your name, says, and the best part is his journey hasn't ended soon in the NBA, just begun. Television says you sound like magic on Twitter. Smooth J says those Rico Hines runs paid off. Articulate Panda Jr. says OG needs to get on that regimen. OG is really good, so I don't remember OG even ever being bad. To be fair, OG has had his share of injuries, in his career, but I always remember OG being good. Now, obviously OG wasn't always as elite as he is today, but I don't remember OG ever being bad. Finding usernames suck. That's a good one though. Says Rico gonna make bank this summer. Backtown Eric, we know who he's rooting for from his comment, says love my boy Fox, but well deserved. They won a ring. Rookie in the Vet says being a second-year guy killed his chances. Zenoren says, wow, that's crazy. It's astonishing to me that Pascal went from a guy that was pure energy and hustle to the number 2 option on a championship team in a span of 2 years. Blank Smith, not reading your name, says when you have the ball and trying to score, but Pascal is defending you, you ain't blank scoring. At least against him, you have the worst chance out of anyone in the whole league that plays significant minutes. My man's a tenacious defender. Rectangle says, Pascal is really good at the basketballs. The Frost says, Spicy P is quickly becoming my favorite player in the NBA. I love his game and his attitude even more. Mason Blue says, same here, such a positive energy for the league and an inspiration for a new generation of African kids to follow their dreams. And that's always a great thing too, like inspiring, the next generation of players. And because Pascal Siakam is from Cameroon, I don't know how many players have ever been, in the NBA from Cameroon who even won a championship. He's probably the only one. But obviously him and Joel Embiid are both from Cameroon and they're in the NBA. I feel like there was one other player who's from Cameroon. Maybe I'm wrong. But there hasn't been too many. So like the next generation could be more Cameroon players inspired by Pascal Siakam. The deleted account says, that speech from Spicy P was outstanding. Such a good dude. So happy to see him succeeding. Great role model. Cows go quack. In what world? Says, I know that doesn't matter, but it still ticks me off to see everyone on Instagram saying he doesn't deserve it and that D'Lo got robbed. D'Lo's great, which is kind of crazy that the narrative around D'Lo changed so much since this. When he was on the Lakers, That's not what people were saying about him. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm just saying, when he went to the Lakers, people were not saying D'Lo was great, unfortunately. D'Lo's great, but he was supposed to be this good. It came a little earlier than expected, that's all. The award is for the most improved player, and that is Pascal. Molinaro K says, the stat they gave in the story on ESPN is one that I did not hear before. For the year, among players who were the primary defender for at least 500 shots taken and had at least 40 games played, Pascal's opponents shot 39.4%. That's the lowest for anybody in the NBA. Zelmer Z says, damn, I always knew he was a good defender, but that's a crazy stat. Moneyman Ike says, and he's only getting paid $1.6 million. It's been shown that he is literally among the NBA's most valuable players of all time. And now he has the bag, so shout out to Pascal Siakam. Cody73 says, MIP today, MVP tomorrow. I don't know, this is a backup, says the Giannis route. Notoriously Dishonest is back. Let's see if he's lying again or not. Says, apparently your stream is 30 seconds ahead of mine. Blank you for ruining the surprise winner that everyone has known for months. 2007, well now we know when this guy made his account, said, why are you sorting by right new before the verdict? I don't know. I don't think that was proper English. I don't think I read that wrong. I just don't get it. Frankenstein 3048 says, almost surprised me as much as Zion going number 1. We'll end it off on this one. JB Eastman says, why do we need an awards ceremony for this? Yee_biz says, what? You don't like Shaq dancing with the Jabberwockies? So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one. Bye!